Rich as he got Tay Garrett turned sideways and kept him from going into the end zone on that last play.
Gallatin, first and goal at the half-yard line. Quarterback sneak, touchdown Gallatin. Adams sneaks straight ahead and picks up the touchdown, and Gallatin goes on top of the Blue Devils 12-0.
Look for Gallatin to go for 2 right here. They send Brian Curitan into the game with the play. Backup wide receiver and a big play man in his own right. Whitefield comes onto the field for Lebanon as Gallatin will ask that the ball be spotted in the middle of the field. We'll get the call up here, John, and then we'll send it down to you for your on-the-field announcement at the conclusion of this 2-point play.
Gallatin will go for 2. Marshall, the fullback. The tailback is Garrett, and Rogan is also in there. Now we get a whistle and a flag, and maybe Gallatin has taken a little too much time here. Let's see what it is.
Looks like Clemens bobbed into the line.
It's offside Lebanon.
Clemens bobbed into the neutral zone as Adams changed his cadence. I could see his head bob just a little, and he must have been crowding the line of scrimmage in that goal line technique. So the Green Wave substitute a couple more players, and they'll get another shot from the 1.5.
All right, they move it up to the 1.5, and they will have the shot for 2. Gallatin leading 6-0, trying to go for 2 here to make it a 14-0 ball game. Adams sets him down, and they give it to Garrett, and Garrett drives in for the 2-point conversion. John?
Thank you, Clyde. That 2-point conversion comes with 11:06 to go in the first half, and Gallatin goes up 14-0 here at Lebanon High School. This side.
Hi, I'm Joy Ansfelder, a senior varsity football cheerleader. We are here with Mr. Alan Bain of Piggly Wiggly, and we would like to thank him for his Blue Devil support and present him with this Blue Devil souvenir.
Piggly Wiggly is proud to support the Lebanon Blue Devils.
Let's go, Lebanon!
Ferrer deep for Lebanon. Long drive and kick going to send Ferrer back into the end zone, and Lebanon will take it out at the 20, and the Blue Devils will have their best field position on the kickoff so far this evening as they'll put it in play at their own 20. And Lebanon's offense got to move this football a little bit and get out of the shadow of their own goalpost to keep this Gallatin team at bay.
Terry, what about that scoring drive by the Green Wave?
Tommy, it takes them 8 plays to go 41 yards. The quarterback, Brian Adams, snuck it in from the 1. So with 11:06 left in the second, it's now Gallatin 14, Lebanon 0.
And here come the Blue Devils. Hankins coming into the near side. Lebanon moving now right to left as you listen in. Rudd to the far side. And they hand it to the freshman, and he drives over the 20 out to the 22. And they'll spot it at the 22-yard line as gaining a couple of yards is McCarver, the freshman, on the handoff from Pitt. Will get 2. It'll bring up second down 8.
McCarver in his 9th grade career averaged over 9 yards a carry and had 5 scoring plays of longer than 50 yards. Big play potential by the freshman. They moved him up last week for the Hendersonville game and trying to ease him in and find a role for him in this offensive scheme.
Lebanon bringing 2 wideouts to the near side. Adam Pitt flanked to the far side. Down the line goes Pitt on the drive, and he moves out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Damon Pitt on the carry will make the, well, call it the 25-yard line, and it's 3rd down and along 4, almost 3rd and 5 for the Blue Devils. And the ball is closer, I would say, to the 26. So call it the 26, 3rd down 4 for the Blue Devils. Rudd, Adam Pitt, flank to the far side. Hankins to the near side. And here is the call. Pitt to throw. Fires far side. He's got Rudd on a dive and catch, but is shy of the first down. Lebanon put Rudd out there. The pass thrown a little bit behind him. Had to dive back for it. The pass is complete, but only for about a yard. And it's, or maybe 2 yards, and it's 4th down, and Lebanon again got to kick the football away.
As we said earlier, Bain will be in to handle the long snapping. Bain missed most of the season with a knee problem and has been cleared to play tonight, and he'll only be on the field for the long snap. Pitt will kick it away, and Hill goes deep to return for Gallatin.
Hill back at his own 39. Here is Damon's kick. Long spiral. Hill calls for the fair catch and makes it in Gallatin territory at the 47-yard line. And this will be the first time that the Green Wave have had the football in their territory all night long. 9:04 to play in the opening half, and it's 14-0 Gallatin.
Terry, what about that punt?
Tommy Damon's kick good for 25 yards. A fair catch by Hill at the Gallatin 47. That's where they'll take over with 9:04 left in the second quarter. Gallatin up 14-0.
And the Green Wave on offense at their own 47. Man in motion is Pope. Back to throw is Adams. Adams looks, wants to throw long. And he hit his big tight end at the 42-yard line. It bounced out of his hands, and Lebanon had a shot at it but couldn't quite get to the football, or it would have been an interception there. It's one of those things that is a little bit high, glanced off his hands and popped up in the air, but Lebanon couldn't quite get to it.
O.J. Easter, who was late getting on the field after the injury to Lucas, on the defense there and very nearly causing a Gallatin turnover.
Second down 10. Adams again wants to throw. Looks. Well, here comes the pressure. Firing up the middle. This time he's got his tight end, and he's got the first down. Still on his feet over the 40. Down over the 35 to the 33-yard line. Goes the big tight end. And that is... Well, now they say the quarterback was... We see a flag down, and evidently he has passed the line of scrimmage. He hit his tight end, Clay Cooper.
Terry, that was close, wasn't it?
He missed it. He was definitely behind the line of scrimmage. He threw that ball from his own 45. I was watching for that very thing, and he was not past the line of scrimmage. But we'll take it.
I didn't think it was either, but we need it.
Mark Wilson goes in at a defensive tackle for Lebanon. Out of the game comes Daniel Johnson. So the mark-off goes against the Green Wave.
And that's the loss of down also, so it will bring up a third down and 14 now for the Green Wave from their own 43-yard line. Their worst position, field position of the night. Brooks and Pope both split to the near side. And Adams, this time with Brooks in motion to the far side. And Adams back to throw. Swings it out, and Lebanon got a good rush. Coming in there for the Blue Devils is number 70, Mark Wilson. Got a good rush, made him hurry his throw, and he just dumped it in the ground, and it's incomplete.
So Gallatin will be forced to kick it away as Lebanon's defense rises to the occasion. Punting for Gallatin will be Brian Williams, and Lebanon will send deep Jeremy Rich.
Rich will stand at his 30. This will be Gallatin's first punt of the night. Williams will hit it at about his 30-yard line. Long, beautiful spiral. Rich, fair catch, lost it. Gallatin will pick it up, and it's still loose. Gallatin scoops it up again. Touchdown, Gallatin. Can you believe that?
They can't score on the muffed kick, but they can certainly take over possession. They can't advance the dropped kick. But Rich had the ball go over his head and trying his best to get under it and circle and to get in a position where he could make the fair catch. But he was like an outfielder who kind of got turned around, and the ball was on him before he knew it. So Gallatin will take possession of the football inside the Lebanon 10. I think that's going to be right at the 6 or 7 yard line.
They're going to put it at the 3, Tommy.
Is that the 3? Okay. Terry, was that yardage all kick?
Well, because of the muff, he'll only get 45 yards on the punt, but they're going to pick up another 9 because of the muff and take it at the 3.
Hand off Gallatin, and it's touchdown Rogan. As Garrett goes up the middle, dives over the pile, Rogan skirts the left end and goes in virtually untouched for the Gallatin score.
Little counter action by the Green Wave as they do a good job with the play fake. And, John, you've got the call of this Gallatin PAT attempt.
All right, Tommy. Jay Kelly will be in to attempt the point after. We've yet to see him kick it as far as an extra point. He handles the kickoff team duties. Michael Hill to handle the long snap from center. The snap is back. It's down. The kick is up. And, whoa! Good long one right down the gut. It's 21-0. 7:22 to go in the first half of play. The sideline.
Hello, my name is Christy Ballard, LHS Varsity Football Cheerleader. I'm here with Mark Walker from First Baptist Church to present him with this LHS souvenir.
Thanks, Christy, and we are proud to support LHS Football.
Go Big Blue!
Lebanon, actually, and Gallatin taking advantage of the Lebanon muff punt. It only takes them one play to go the 3 yards as Rogan ran it in from the 3. Jay Kelly kicked the extra point. It's 21-0 Gallatin.
And here's the kick, long and deep, and it's going to go deep into the end zone, and Lebanon is going to have to bring it out to the 20. And the Blue Devils have not been able to do anything right so far here in this opening half tonight. They're down 21-0 to Gallatin with 7:22 remaining here in the first half or second quarter, and the Blue Devils will have the football at the 20. And I don't believe, yes, we did pick up one first down. One first down the Blue Devils have made, that on a 12-yard run up the middle by Brian Reeves back in the first period. Double wideouts to the near side. Reeves, the fullback, and Pitt wants to throw. Gets away from one man, but then the rush is there, and they dump Pitt back at the 13-yard line. So Gallatin all over him with not a lot of resistance up front for the Blue Devils. Gallatin just pouring through.
John Lebanon trying to throw the football on first down to get him out of the hole, and Gallatin's defense just knifing through.
They're shooting the linebackers on the blitz, Tommy, in the passing situations, and our inside linemen need to pick those guys up. They've been in the 70 block, and that's an area block instead of a person block.
Second and long for the Blue Devils. Pitch goes to McCarver, trying to sweep wide. Is going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more, may have gained a yard. Gallatin's defense stringing that out beautifully. And Lebanon with nowhere to go on the corner. They'll put the ball at the 14-yard line, and it'll bring up about a 3rd down and 16 for Lebanon.
There are no good plays to be called at 3rd and 16 from deep in your own territory. It's just a fact of life. The defense now can play it loose and easy and just kind of string you out and know if they make a tackle that you're not going to get the first down.
Let's see what the Blue Devils do. They put Rudd in motion to the near side, and Pitt needs to throw. They're all over him, and they get him back at the 5-yard line. Gallatin just coming with everybody throwing the kitchen sink, and Pitt did not have time to pick up a receiver or anything else. They're all over him.
They came strong from the backside with a couple of different players, and as Damon goes in sort of the half roll to the near side, trying to buy himself a little time, the guys in front of him weren't the problem. It was the kids from the backside who were all over him, as once again, Damon's going to get that right leg a workout. Blue Devils will be forced to punt.
And they have to punt from their own end zone. Pitt. Snap is low. Gallatin blocks it. And it's going to be hit. Gallatin picks it up, runs it in for the score. Right up in the arms of big number 86, Andre Johnson, and he just catches it in the air, and Gallatin again is on the board. And they're all over Lebanon here in the first half, 27-0.
Sophomore Arike Burton with the block. Arike Britton with the block as he came off the corner and made the block, and it went right into the hands of Andre Johnson, who walked into the end zone unmolested for the easy touchdown. John, you've got the play-by-play of this PAT.
Once again, Jay Kelly. No, check it now. That's number 11, Douglas Charlton in the game, and he kicks it about 40 yards. Good for the extra point. Number 9, Brian Williams handled the long snap from center. 5:14 to go in the first half. 28-0, the Green